Alright, so let's try this. How's it going, folks? Gonna try a full game commentary. This is gonna be the first time I've done this as a replay, and right now I'm laning against Olaf. In the top lane there is a Zyra mid, Udyr jungle, and then surprise party bot lane. We'll see how that works out. Starting with my usual corrupting pot. I love the sustain that it gives, the extra mana. That's not what I meant to do. There we go. So just using my camera keys for me. We're going to see a series of unfortunate decisions made by myself and by their entire team. Sadly, it turns out that Udyr went kind of Tyler 1 on them, so he kind of got pretty toxic there, which was sad to see. So level 1, I like to try to get the wave pushing towards me a little bit. Try not to get too much damage or aggro by getting the minions to all kind of focus on one. I see that Olaf's perfectly fine throwing his axes around, hitting the minions, so I'm going to return the favor with some poison. Try to get those grass procs off, and then, you know, get in, get out. I see Olaf's low, so I try to ghost in and get that level 1. That doesn't go very well. I was one auto attack away, but he made it. So I pick up a pink ward because it's the only thing I can afford, and try to go and recover this lane. I've set myself behind pretty heavily. The last thing you want is a Olaf to get fed, because he will just run straight through you and murder your carries while ulting. So I'm thinking this is not going to be fun at this point. We've got a T-Ping Fiddlesticks. This Thresh I just met in a previous game, and pretty good guy. Mannered. Here's the reason we're both wearing Samsung white skins. I love his summoner name. But bot lane is just going ham. Alright, so another terrible decision. Olaf's roam here. He is just letting me free farm. So that entire advantage that he built, he didn't convert into anything. I'm just sitting up here free farming. He's not even helping his team. He's still level 2. I don't know why we've got this Cloud Fiesta going on near Dragon. But Olaf has to back after that because he's out of mana, and now I get to put some nice damage onto his turret. So at this point, I'm CSing pretty terribly. I've got 14 CS, but Olaf has 9, and I'm able to just free farm, take all of this XP, sitting at level 2. So low. So he's surrendered lane with that row. So I'm ecstatic at this point. I'm really happy. Our whole team's getting fed. I mean, I'm feeding, but I'm the only death. And he didn't convert that roam into anything worthwhile at all. Cost him his teleport, good chunk of his tower health. And now he's just mine to do with as I please. I'm running away here because I don't have the mana I want for that full fight. Chugging my pots, just waiting to have mana. Wasting my mana. but I wanted him to be away from that spot so we could get this Lee Sin kill in. And Leah's popping off. That's nice. Alright, so I see Udyr's there. My first thought is, but I don't have any mana. And I'm like, well, I might as well help him out. So they're gonna dance around blue buff. Udyr doesn't want to... He wants to fight, but he doesn't want to fight. He wants to start the buff. I don't know what Udyr's thinking. Obviously, Udyr is on tilt. And Leah's fed. And because I came down to help him out, even though I didn't even get an assist on that, he gets me blue buff. So I'm pretty set. I've got enough gold at this point that I just end up, I think this is, yeah, I just straight up buy my catalyst. I prefer most of the time to go some of the starter items first. A couple of Doran's rings and some boots might have been a good idea, or a oh, that's not pretty. A couple Doran's rings, or Mejai's Doran, not Mejai's, Dark Seal. If I'm feeling particularly behind in a lane, I'll go double Dark Seal for the extra sustain with my Corrupting Pot. Helps keep it going longer. Well, not longer, it just gives me more healing from it. But I'm feeling pretty confident about this matchup with Olaf. At this point, I'm 2 levels ahead of him. So many of my fights start off with, hey guys, he found my pink ward, or that son of a bitch is going to take my pink ward. I don't know. I ult, and he just stands there and we trade autos and he dies to poison. There was nothing fancy about that. That's just what happens when you roam and don't get anything out of it. Surprise party bot lane is 2-2-2, so they're alright. Fiddles can't CS. I was really expecting a Cradlesticks, some classic early league kind of stuff, but that was not the case. He went full AP. So that made my later decision making for items even easier than it would have been before. So I don't have this warded. I'm getting ganked, but hey look, I've got Ghost and Slow. And Olaf doesn't use his Q on me, so I decide, hey, let's, you know, rinse and repeat what I did last time. I don't have ult, but I'm still just so far ahead of him, and he does not buy any MR. Although that Cutlass saved his life. At this point, I'm not even thinking about Udyr and the possibility of him coming up. My ult's back up, and I'm pretty confident about just being able to handle it. Udyr is given up on life in his lanes, and he's just going to counter jungle. Which is fine, because Lee is, you know, doing Lee things. He's farming champions. That early Lee, it's nice. Udyr's found out by Echo. Echo says, go away. I'm just farming. Lee Sin does not have a good time. And Echo makes the wise decision to get out. I really want to bait this Olaf into another fight. I know Udyr's on the bot side and you're mid. And so we trade ults, and I wait for that to wear off. That wears off. Then I come back and that grasp. I love grasp.
Red team's turret has
You gotta
been
make
destroyed.
sure that you show them who's boss. Especially when you go 3 kills in a row on them after giving them first blood. So I push that into tower, force the TP out of Olaf. I'm not even sure if that's forced. He just TP'd because where else is he gonna go to help? He's gonna go to Zyra. Well, she's 2-0, so that's nice. So at this point I say, alright, I got the first tower. Let's start moving in on these other towers. I think I have TP. Yeah, I have TP, so I can go back and save my own turret at any point I like. Echo says, Singed is here. You can cover my lane. And says, wait, no, I want to kill. Who cares that I don't have any health? Because, you know, Echo. I figure out that if I stay much longer, Olaf is going to put some real damage on my turret. And so I say maybe I should stop that. There's a couple kills bot lane. I don't know what that whole surprise party thing is. So my cat is scratching my neck, and that hurts. So I go in and save Lee. We try to save Lee. So we've got Lee dying to Zyra because he goes back in. Camera controls are not my strength. So I'm going to get up there and get in on that assist. Luckily I had already done some damage to her, so good times. Good job, Echo. Get that shutdown goal. So we're looking at just a huge gold lead at this point. We got 3,000 gold. We're up 5 kills. Taking the first turret, second bot turret's at half health. So right now I'm going to try to get as much pressure off of my other lanes as possible by murdering Olaf. I just like hugs, man. And then I feed him to reset his gold because I want more gold, and then murder him. Pro tip: you can reset their gold by dying, giving them shutdown gold, of course. But then when you kill them, reward them again. Mumu goes ham, and then he dies. There's a way that this lane can work, I'm sure, but it's not how they're playing. There's a surprise party Zyra. She comes in and ruins Bot's day. Keeping all the skills for herself. Because she needs to save money for those implants. I see Fiddle's low, so I think to myself, maybe I can kill him. So I ult and, you know, do my thing. Slow him down in order to get to him, flip him, then I know it's all ogre after that. Here I'm really glad someone's TPing in because I don't think I can survive the Mumu after everyone else, but you know, just a good old-fashioned 1v3 where someone helps. Lee Sin pulls in completely unnecessary insec. Not kicking her to really anyone in particular. And Olaf has been left alone in lane.
Blue team's turret has been
Yeah,
destroyed.
my bad. But hey, free dragon. So right now I'm getting kind of big. 4, 2, and 3. Olaf is out. I'm sorry, 6, 2, and 5. Like, wait, 4, 2, and 3 doesn't seem right. Yeah, I'm a couple thousand gold ahead of Olaf.
Red team's turret has been destroyed.
Get right up.
I'm not sure if I'm in love with Olaf rushing Blade of the Rune King against me.
Keep their heads down.
I think that something like a Maw would have been a much better choice. But I'm not an Olaf main. I can't tell you exactly how he's completely giving up the game. I can just tell you I am getting
Blue team's
bad.
turret has been destroyed.
Alright. So going back in on Olaf. Go to flip him. That obviously doesn't work because he ults right before I flip him. So I run away and play the "Are you sure that you want to keep fighting with me?" He chases me a lot and then he dies. So good times. I really enjoyed that part. Right now I know I'm ulting, but I've got Ghost. I've seen most of them mid. I'm hearing my allies, and I think I have a little bit more time. Maybe I can take this turret down. And I'm in for a surprise. I was lucky in that Fiddles hit me only with the edge of it, but I've got Ghost, and I think maybe he's going to go around that way, so I go back, get that last CS, and yeah, let's get that tower too.
Red team's turret has been destroyed.
I've accomplished my objective. And then everything I want to do, I decide let's go back to the shop. Maybe I should buy some. And you know, gotta flash that mastery because I got what I wanted. I got that tower, and also another Olaf kill. I finish up my scepter because you know Olaf likes to do true damage, and me too. Let's lower that complete lack of MR that he has. How much MR does he have? 78. Yeah. And that's including his alt passive giving him bonus. So with the way their teams are with the AoE, I really want to be able to get closer to them and get fed more, so I start working on my Prita Belt. Oh, there goes the Mumu Echo. Let's all stun each other, and I love that Q into ult. Back here, Olaf is trying to lifesteal off of me. He's finally gotten wise to that whole let's get some MR thing, so he survives it. But he walks right into Thresh Hook, and Thresh is really kind, and he donates the kill my way. Good guy, Thresh. Really good guy, Thresh. So I say, hey Thresh buddy, let's shove this in, see if we can make something happen. I see, yeah, oh, there's Udir's pushing. I don't really feel like tower diving Fiddlesticks because he's just got so much bullshit. So I see Echo's down here having a good fight.
Down.
I think that doesn't look fun. And I start thinking maybe I should teleport to save this tower, but I start thinking it way too late because I'm focused on this whole Death Bush plan I've got going on. And I'm like, oh wait, let's go. And I start looking at Udyr, lose the turret, do not get do not get to complete it, and I take a whole just boatload of damage because I'm sitting there looking at Udyr. Fiddles flashes over the wall, and I say, "Hey, look, they've been chasing me for a little bit, and maybe I should turn around and kill them." So I do that, and then there's a Amumu. That was a surprise. I did not see the Amumu coming. And that was my 4th death. So by this point, I've transferred from getting fed into feeding, which is definitely a habit of mine. But it's okay. I'm singed. I've got, more farm than anybody else in the game. I got more kills than anybody else in the game. I got more assists than... Well, I'm tied for assists with other people. Surprise Barty bot lane combo works out. Good job with your off-meta comp. I like it. Here's our salty bear man. He says, "Here, Fiddles, let me help you out with that." So I'm not going to do anything. I'm just going to smite it away because, I hate my team apparently. Well, I don't hate my team. I love my team. That Thresh play was really cool. So some shenaniganery is going on around Dragon. They are so focused on getting vision around Dragon that they don't get vision around Dragon. My normal MMR is so terrible. So hey, look, they got that Dragon vision and did not get Dragon vision at all. Olaf has burned through all of his mana. Ashe whiffs an ult. And everyone starts pushing again. Olaf says, "I'm going to pull a Looper TP and come in behind their back line." Unfortunately, he can't be peeled, but at the end of the day, death is the hardest CC. Nice. Just the worst. I mean, I'm bad, but come on, guys. I see Fiddles.
Don't blink.
And say, I'm not going to deal with that. So let's go mid. Let's see if we can make something happen. My buddy Thrasher's there. There's nothing quite like, lots of burst, right, Zyra? But by the way, Zyra has my favorite name. Udyr's having some fun down bot. Lee kicks Udyr more towards Echo because why not? And then they die. Hey, look. I got another one. I'm guessing there was a flip, some goo, maybe an auto attack in there. Yeah, something like that. Except with more gray screen. I say, "Oh, that looks fun. Let's steal that kill. Thank you, Ashe. Your wonderful support." Because we all know who the real carry is. Pro tip for any new Singed player: bind laugh to T. You want to have that close at hand. If you remember the champion spotlight, it will prevent tons of damage. So right now I'm letting my support Ashe get some of the farm because there's a Zyra there, and well, Ashe is a ranged champion. And ranged champions do better than Singed at clearing waves that are already sitting under their tower, if there's someone with a root or a stun there. So let's go back to pushing another lane that no one's in. Let's say I've got 2,400 gold. Let's go spend it. Love that proto belt. Get a little bit of MR myself. Get that Aegis. Gotta watch out for that bot lane. And I completely forgot about that TP. Alright. I was a little too far back. So their team sees me pushing, and then they decide to try to collapse, but by then I'm gone already. Echo and Udyr are having some fun, so I decide, hey, I can pull fun TPs too. And then Flashy, Crypto Belt, and the Flip, because, you know, my support Echo, he's like Thresh. He wants to make sure that I get as much gold as I can possibly get. Also, I can't let him get ahead of me in kills. That's unacceptable. I know it's a little off meta taking support Echo mid. I figure they've got the Moo handled. I already got my touch on him, so I can get the assist. Let's find Fiddlesticks. Flip him into the wall, slow him down again, and then Nado to finish him off. At this point in the chat, Fiddles is starting to say things in all chat about please, Singed, no. And I love that. I absolutely love that. So with Fiddles down, Olaf's split pushing, I had to back to scare him off of that. But they just don't have any coordination at all. Olaf says, I am a one-man army when I'm fed, and I've got all 3 kills, and decides to take out one of my wards, walk over the other one, and then not kill it. So Olaf ults for the support, Fiddles ults for the support, and they finally get him. And by that point, the rest of the team is there. And they've already burned everything on Thresh. Zyra's got amazing wave clear, which is good. But I can push like nobody's business. So here I'm looking at their death timers, and I'm seeing, okay, Olaf's not going to be up for a few seconds, Moomoo's not going to be up, Fiddles isn't going to be up. So I can take this tower pretty safely. Then I also think to myself, well, you know, I've got 12 kills and 200 farm. I can't be stopped. You know, except by Moo or Zyra root. But, you know, there's nothing like chasing an entire team down single-handedly. Amumu is crying off by himself in the corner. Olaf decides, I don't need MR, I'm gonna ult. So when that wears off, I can kill him that way. Fiddles is so squishy that he can't handle it. Mumu wants to join the party and have some friends, and I say, here, I'll give you a hug. And I give Mumu a hug.
Blue team triple kill.
At this point, I'm starting to think, holy cow, I'm kind of amazing. But I am in fact not Talia,
Red team's turret has been
and I cannot bait Zyra into trying to kill me.
Rampage.
I keep trying to get her to come to kill me because I want that quadra kill. I see Olaf is almost
Red team's turret has been
was almost
destroyed.
up, but they killed him. Udyr. So here I get really cocky and overstay way too long, and then escape with Ghost, and then say, well, you know what's better than escaping? Making them think that I escaped and going and trying to kill them again. I start to think, whoa, I'm in trouble. He's ulting, but you know that wears off just in time for me. And then Thresh Buddy shows up again, and I take all of the credit and the gold. Meanwhile, in the rest of their base, there's just a terrible amount of polarity going on. And I die. Because I get cocky. And everyone's just kind of standing around except for Echo. All about that property damage. Mumi says, well, I want in there. And then he's like, no, maybe I don't. Thresh tries to give him the hook. But, you know. A Mumu, that scrub doesn't take it. The lantern, not the hook. So, that was probably a pretty mediocre first time for casting my own game. But I enjoyed this game. That triple kill was fun. After this, I think I might go watch it again. Alright. Peace.